Empty your mind. Be formless. Shapeless. Like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you're not in this world to live up to mine. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Don't fear failure. Not failure, but low aim, is the crime. In great attempts it is glorious even to fail. Be happy, but never satisfied. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Mistakes are always forgivable, if one has the courage to admit them. It is the life of perfection which seems to be incomplete and of fullness which seems to be empty. To spend time is to pass it in a specified manner. To waste time is to expend it thoughtlessly or carelessly. We all have time to either spend or waste, and it is our decision what to do with it. But once passed, it is gone forever. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of. You can never invite the wind, but you must leave the window open. Nothingness means no thingness, there is only process happening. When we accept and enter this nothingness, the void, then the desert starts to bloom. Like everyone else, you want to learn the way to win. But never to accept the way to lose. To accept defeat, to learn to die, is to be liberated from it. Once you accept, you are free to flow and to harmonize. Fluidity is the way to an empty mind. You must free your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying. You know how I like to think of myself. As a human being. We have more faith in what we imitate than in what we originate. We cannot derive a sense of absolute certitude from anything which has its root in us. The most poignant sense of insecurity comes from standing alone. We are not alone when we imitate. When I look around, I always learn something, and that is to be always yourself. And to express yourself. To have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it, which seems to me to be the prevalent thing happening in Hong Kong. Like they always copy mannerisms, but they'll never start from the very root of his being, which is, how can I be me? Most people can talk without listening. Very few can listen without talking. The superior man lets himself be guided, he does not go ahead blindly, but learns from the situation what is demanded of him and then follows. An intelligent mind is one which is constantly learning, never concluding. Styles and patterns have come to conclusion, therefore they have ceased to be intelligent. Oftentimes people come up to me and ask, "Bruce, are you really that good?" I say, well, if I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting, but if I tell you I'm no good, you'll know I'm lying. I have the absolute confidence not to be number two, but then I have enough sense also to realize that there can be no number one. To be humble to superiors is duty, to equals is courtesy, to inferiors is nobleness, and to all, safety. The method for health promotion is based on water, as flowing water never grows stale. The idea is not to overdevelop or to overexert, but to normalize the function of the body. If I say that everyone under the sun is a member of a universal family, you may think that I am bluffing and idealistic. But if anyone still believes in racial differences, I think he is too backward and narrow. Perhaps he still does not understand man's equality and love. Who is there that can make muddy water clear? But if allowed to remain still, it will become clear of itself. Who is there that can secure a state of absolute repose? But keep calm and let time go on, and the state of repose will gradually arrest. There is another bit of Chinese philosophy that has a bearing on problems common to all humankind. We say, the oak tree is mighty, yet it will be destroyed by a mighty wind because it resists the elements. The bamboo bends with the wind, and by bending, survives. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. I don't know what is the meaning of death, but I am not afraid to die, and I go on, non-stop, going forward, with life. Even though I, Bruce Lee, may die someday without fulfilling all of my ambitions, will have no regrets. I did what I wanted to do, and what I've done with sincerity and to the best of my ability. You can't expect much more from life. For it is easy to criticize and break down the spirit of others, but to know yourself takes a lifetime. The great mistake is to anticipate the outcome of the engagement. You ought not to be thinking of whether it ends in victory or defeat. Let nature take its course, and your tools will strike at the right moment. Empty your cup so that it may be filled, become devoid to gain totality.